Everything you may have missed in the biggest Fortnite event, the Collision. First off is Geno. We have been aware of Geno's presence since Chapter 2 Season 6, where Jones said to the Foundation, "I can get you Geno."
I can get you to Geno.
But since then, we've been given limited details. We know that the Foundation lives in fear, knowing that the 0 point is in the hands of Geno. But we have seen this guy before over a year ago in this loading screen. I've talked about this before, that saying I'm pretty sure that this was the big bad talking to Sloane. Although he appears to have the same halo as the origin suit. I wouldn't know what you call that. I presume it's a halo, a brace, I don't know. I've always talked in detail that Geno maybe means Genesis, meaning creation, and origin means the place or point of which something arises. Geno, origin, creation, point, 0 point. Literally, the 0 point being the origin of all creation in the Fortnite universe. So isn't that coincidence? Or is that deliberate from Fortnite? But around 5 minutes before the event started, the Origin said to the Foundation, "I heard the scientists reinforce your suit for 0 point travel."
Your suit for 0 point travel.
You know the plan.
No, I can't say I'm surprised. We'll support you from here if we can.
So at this point, the Foundation already knows that he is going to the 0 point to travel into it to find Geno. Or no, I wouldn't know why they need to reinforce the Foundation suit and just let Jonesy go in as he is.
No, I can't say I'm surprised. We'll support you from here if we can.
So a little bit of food for thought here. What is the plan? What is the Foundation and the 7 planning? What it seems like is that everyone stays back behind and the Foundation goes along with Jonesy to face Geno alone. That will probably be referenced in the upcoming Zero War comics that are coming out in a few days' time, the first issue anyway. So the only thing that's coming to my head is personal, really personal between Geno and the Foundation, and not just Geno, the Imagined Order and the 7. Now, I have seen a lot of people very concerned about the whereabouts of the huntsman saber and Gunnar. Well, don't worry, they fell into the 0 point during the event. Now, I actually didn't notice until I watched the official Fortnite version of the event, because they actually make a point of actually looking at it because they know what's happening. They actually cut to the other player looking up when they're falling, so they knew this was going to happen obviously because they did the event. The top one you can sort of tell is huntsman saber in my opinion because you can see the white suit. The bottom one, I presume if it's the huntsman saber, the bottom one's probably got to be Gunnar. But don't worry guys, I think they're fine. Now usually the 0 point is oscillating through reality at an unfathomable speed, so if you jumped into 0 point at that point, you would probably cease to exist. But this time Jones, who's a bit of an expert when it comes to the 0 point apparently because he studied it his whole life, said the 0 point is shifting, so maybe it's a slower process, so maybe they dropped into another reality. Now I think it's probably the reality before it shifted to the Durburger one, so if you happen to be walking down the road and you happen to see a huntsman saber, walk the other way. Because the Durburger is actually a reference to the Chapter 1 Season 5 season, Worlds Collide. And the Durburger reality is actually our reality, the reality we live in, where worlds literally collided. There were llamas, Durburgers, and other Fortnite related things in real life teasing the new season. Because you really could, maybe, see a huntsman saber in real life. Now let's get back to the Mech. We took off from the Ice Moon. This was revealed to us by Donald Mustard changing his Twitter location to the Ice Moon, as he so often loves to do. When we took off from the Ice Moon travelling to the loop, we happened to see meteorites. Now we're very used to seeing meteorites in Fortnite. The 7 has used them a few times to get onto the island, along with their pods. While flying through the meteorites, we happen to see a battle bus fly over the island. Is this to signify a start of a new loop? We avoid just hitting a last reality abductor left from the Chapter 2 Season 8 event. Now during this event we do catch glimpses of the flip side. Apollo is currently shrouded in darkness. Now the Collision playlist actually went live about 40 minutes before the actual event, and from that moment there was a lot of important dialogue that you may have missed. And I've already mentioned one about the Foundation getting his suit ready for 0 point travel. Another one being that Jonesy thinks it's about time to have a 70 name. He suggests the Infiltrator or the Hunter. Basically he wants a name like either the Visitor or the Scientist, but obviously they're taken. But he finally decides to go with the Legend. The Foundation seems unimpressed with this, and the Foundation basically says you should be calling me the Legend. But that doesn't stop Jonesy. He even tells Paradigm, most call me the Legend, and Paradigm obliges, calling him the Legend later on in the event.
It's time I get my own 70 name.
No.
The island. After all, they do call me the Legend.
Legend? I thought you were on the Cape.
When the mech fell into the bridge was actually foreshadowed earlier in the pre-game event lobby.
Backups and backups, alarms, tripwires. If I didn't know better, I'd say this is Sloane's handiwork.
And the Imagined Order knew the 7 was coming because they had schematic drawings, they had everything.
Like this. The Imagined Order has full schematics for our mech. Weapons, comm systems, battle plans.
Copy that.
Okay, you don't sound concerned.
They may have the plans. We have the pilot.
Since the introduction as the Imagined and the Order in the 7, there's been a lot of speculation that one of them or both of them are going to betray us because their name literally creates the Imagined Order if you put them two together, and they are sisters and possibly twins. So did one of them feed the information to the Imagined Order? I think there might be a couple other reasons for why the Imagined Order knew so much about the mech. One of them, the Panther, did recently get introduced as a character in Fortnite, and literally her description is a IO spy trying to infiltrate the 7. But of course, back in chapter 1, when the original mech was built, it was built by Singularity and the government are near on 100% confirmed really to be the Imagined Order. So they literally built the thing. That's probably why they had schematics. Now, they probably wouldn't have known about the heart unless they built that at the time and just never used it, but maybe there is an infiltrator somewhere in the 7. Dr. Sloane, the main antagonist of the Fortnite storyline since chapter 2 season 4, did we really see her demise? Now, if you slow this right down, it doesn't look good, but if you look carefully, it does look like the mech hits the front of the tank and not where Sloane is, so Sloane might be okay. I did theorise a few weeks ago, is Sloane redeemable, because Jones gave her an option in one of the weekly challenges. But is Dr. Sloane about to be on course for a redemption arc? Well, according to John Jones, that could actually be a possibility, because in week 7 resistant challenges, he said this to Dr. Sloane.
You know, I was gonna make fun of you, but from the book. I promise you, you're on the wrong side of things here. But there is still time to make the right choice.
Was this even a valid offer from the 7, or were they all just trying to distract her so she didn't notice what the mech was doing? The Foundation asked Jonesy to spare us some time, and Jonesy, just before confronting, looks towards the mech and looks towards the Foundation, and the Foundation nods.
Wait. Hold your fire. Sloane, you don't have to do...
Always so dramatic. Any last words, Jones?
Maybe the 7's intention was to always take Sloane out there. We do get to see a Darth Vader teaser for the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass and an Obi-Wan Kenobi new style. But is the reason he's on the map this season is because of the fallout of the war. Obviously, the Galactic Empire were supporters of the Imagined Order, and maybe Darth Vader has felt that fallout. One of the best moments of the event is when Peely comes out of nowhere, but we do actually see him earlier when the mech actually lands on Artemis, and he's ready to go if needed. Of course, this was all teased in weekly challenges, and the Imagined Order put large fines against his name for driving violations. The fist bump moment between the Foundation and Jonesy is a lovely moment, a real icing on the cake for a long story between the two. When they first met each other, they were fighting, and the Foundation's never really, he's kept his distance, he's not given him too much, he's worked for this acceptance from the Foundation, and it's very beautiful to see. We didn't end the event with this sort of tease for the look at the new season, as well as this music, this lo-fi music. Which was actually teased earlier in the pre-game lobby event sort of thing in the Mech's head streams.
Radio online. Would you like to build your combat playlist?
Radio off.
You've selected Smooth Jazz for Mech Pilots.
Radio off.
Now guys, if you think there's anything I may have missed in this breakdown of the Fortnite event, please let me know down below and I will try and work through them. Guys, if you want to see more Fortnite content like this, news, storyline, update videos, you may like this one. Please leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's been your boy, Mr. J.O. White. Next time, bye bye.